We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.
Oh,
Boy,
yeah.
yes,
Hell
sorry, motherfuckers. This is the Nothing Sacred show because
With-
we got just us again.
Just us, man. You know, they haven't had just us in a long time. If
You know,
you trip.
we know, yeah, we should do at least once a month.
Yeah,
and I think
try
we've been pretty consistent with that. We've been a couple down that here and there.
I think it's a lot of drunken sacreds and interviews mainly.
That's true.
That's where we've been focusing a lot. So, you know, to let you guys know we're still alive, you know,
Yes,
for those
and-
diehard
Yes,
people.
I'm Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And it is the 15th of January, 2024, which this year. Yeah, see, I've this year's started off mellow as hell for me.
It's been good. It's been
You
good.
said it was, well, you were saying it was kind of shitty this last week.
Well, no, I was having a shitty week. I wasn't going to chalk it up to the year, dude. I had a bad week last week. Got a little bit of a cold. I don't know if some of you can hear it. I'm just getting over it. And then I had some other things happen. My bank card got compromised, which is real fucked up. I actually, I got a text. I was hanging out with some friends, not this past Saturday, but the previous Saturday, and I get this text message that there was a strange charge on my card, and did I recognize it? So I checked into it, and it was like Microsoft NTN or something. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. So right away, I said, nope, I didn't do this. So they shut my card off. So I'm without a bank card for a couple days. And man, you don't realize how compromised you are, you know, because now I couldn't take Uber if I needed to.
Yeah.
There's like just a lot of shit. My actually one of my subscriptions to Peacock TV, they tried to charge my card and it was declined. So then they were like, gonna cancel my subscription. So that was a butt fuck. So I had to clean up a huge mess. I suspect because, dude, it's crazy how they can get a picture of your card or get your card's info and it's still on you.
Yeah.
You know, because the card was in my wallet. It wasn't, nobody
Well,
had it.
the thing is, if you have that card information online as well, it's probably going to be, it's everything's compromised, man. It's just a matter of luck or really.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you really can't. People that have their people that don't go outside at all. They just they're online. They have everything stolen as well.
That's
because
true.
you use your or worse yet, it goes right through their bank accounts instead of going to their card.
Yeah.
Or other things like that. So but yeah, definitely people still do that. They still take pictures of your card, so it still definitely could have been a physical thing, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what happened. It could definitely still just be someone who's like finds a way to get into one of your fucking accounts, you have your subscriptions, and then just fuck with it. We're there.
Well, here's the other thing. Gary, we usually sit right near each other at the bar. You know, we sit in the corner there.
Yeah.
And dude, his card got compromised too. Because
the same night.
I don't know if but it was around that time, because I came into the bar, and I'm like, dude, I said something like, yeah, you haven't seen me for a while because my card was compromised. He's like, mine too. And I'm like, no shit, so he didn't think it was someone at the bar, but I tend to think maybe there was somebody sitting near us that, may have gotten some info off our cards or something.
Of course. Yeah. It can definitely happen, man. And people are just fucked up like that.
Yeah.
I've never gotten, okay, that's an interesting subject. I've never, and this is not to sound fucking like, oh my God, I've never thought to do this because I'm such a good person, but I've never thought of fucking doing anything remotely like that to anybody.
Oh God, no.
Like the worst I've ever done was when I was a fucking kid, a moron kid, like when I was 12, I went out and had a little shoplifting moment where like a couple months I went into fucking Lucky's. Fucking like put a goddamn stick, gum in my fucking shoe or something like that.
Stupid shit, a little candy off the shelf.
Like, I'm gonna stick it, but never against a person or somebody where I'd actually take somebody's shit. Like even like just the thought of it makes me go, you're a fucking loser, scumbag, fuckface. So I mean, maybe desperate times call for desperate measures, but these people aren't desperate. They just fucking, oh my God, I'm so desperate.
Opportunist scumbags, that's it.
Yeah, but even then, I would still be like, there's other ways of getting fucking money besides stealing it from. Like if I saw $100 bill on somebody, like sitting on somebody's fucking coffee table in their house,
Oh,
I wouldn't
yeah,
even
I'd tell 'em.
consider fucking touching it. I wouldn't be like, oh, it's sitting on the it's a $100 bill. Like, who the fuck would even think doing that?
I would say something to him is what I would do. As a matter of fact, I've found there's been two occasions at work where somebody left their cell phone sitting like in the break room or something. And right away I went to go find, whose phone is this? Somebody left the phone in the break room, or whatever. But I never, yeah. Oh God, fuck that, dude.
Yeah. It's like like anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be,
Credit
it could
card,
be,
anything. Yeah. Yeah.
even
exactly.
for food, like the people that take people's food in the fucking well, it was in the fridge at work. Well, it was yours. Did you bring it? No. So why the fuck did you touch it? Well, it was in the fridge. No. It's been in there for 3. No, it's not fucking yours.
Right.
Get the fuck away from it.
Yeah. Oh no, I hate that shit. You're right. It's like somebody just sees something and just grabs it. Like, I derb. No, fuck you.
Oh, yeah. Well, you should have put a name on it. Fuck you. It's not yours. Did you bring it? No. So you know it's not yours, right? Yes.
Well,
and
that's
fucking
like
don't touch it.
That's like the laundromat situation, which I know you can relate to. Matter of fact, when we were roommates, remember there was something where somebody took your laundry out of the dryer and put it on top of the machine. Yeah. So, and you were like, you fucker, which that was kind of funny. I remember you pulling their shit out. And throwing it
that's another inconsiderate fucking irk that I have. And this happens now too. It's not that people take my not that people take my shit out of the laundry.
Yeah.
It's that they fucking take every fucking laundry at once. So they'll bring in 4 loads and there's 4 washers and 4 dryers or whatever.
And they monopolize every machine, right?
They monopolize all the fucking machines, at once. And you can tell they're doing it because, it's the same fucking thing. Or what they'll do is, and that bugs me a little bit, but even worse, they won't come back right when their fucking their laundry's done.
Oh.
So you open the fucking laundry and there's shit in there, like dry clothes that are still in the fucking dryer.
Yep.
And then you come back an hour later and it's still fucking there, and you're like, get your fucking shit out of the goddamn laundry.
Oh yeah, that's public inconsiderate shit.
Fucking I fucking forgot. Ew.
Yeah. Like, how do you forget your laundry, man? I went out shopping and I figured I'll just let it go.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So somebody could steal your shit.
Great. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. No, not only that, I'm going to leave it there so it's taking up a fucking laundry that someone else could be using. But I'm just going to leave it in there and go, oh, well, I went to stow it out today. I went to the fucking country fair today, but I decided to put my laundry in at 8 a.m. And then I got back at 12 midnight.
Right. You took a whole day of just monopolizing machines. But, that's thinking about it for themselves too. It's like, well, what if somebody stole your laundry? Then you don't have shit to really.
No, that's the thing. It's another thing. People would steal people's clothes. Like, yeah, I'm gonna steal this motherfucking clothes.
Oh yeah. Well, it happened when we were at Camp Bloomfield. Remember, we had somebody stealing people's clothes.
Well, that was because I think people have a intent like that. Maybe that's part of it. Is that people just have a need to steal shit?
I guess, yeah. Some people are just kleptos. That particular dude, Chad. He was a thief, man. He came over to my house and stole shit. He stole stuff. Remember when we were at camp? That was a whole thing.
Yeah, he was. That's that. But it's just funny that, like, and you know what? Maybe it's also stupid for people. Why do people always do that? That I just did. I'm watching myself. Is fucking going. Oh. I don't want to sound like fucking like I'm arrogant or anything by saying this. Fuck yeah, I'm arrogant. I don't fucking steal shit. I'm never gonna steal shit. Oh no, you're self-righteous. Fuck you. I'm not gonna steal shit, and I'm proud of it. I got a clean conscience.
Exactly.
It's like, why do I? And that's another thing. You get all fucking like, oh, well, I don't want to sound like I'm fucking, but fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a thief. That's a bad thing,
man. So it's like you should be proud of your fucking good behavior. You should be proud of your of actually being a fucking good person who's not going to do shit to people, because people are proud of other shit that's fucking ridiculous, like their race or their fucking or their sex or whatever. Proud to be blind.
Like,
I'm proud that I don't fucking steal shit. I'm blind, but I steal shit. Okay, then you're
a scumbag. That's just what it is.
Steal things. Blind people fucking help everyone. They're like,
no, they can't be. God. Blind people can't be criminals.
No,
they don't can't happen at all.
They would never do that because they're blind. They don't see, but they do.
Hey, that's like that. Remember that situation in my dad's backyard? when the cops came through the gate because we're firing the paint gun. Remember that?
Oh my God, yeah.
At my dad's house.
Oh God,
and then,
that was.
remember when I stood up because they came to me first, and when my brother said, "Oh well, he's blind, officer." Then the guy says, "You know what? I'm not worried about you. Go ahead and sit down." I'm like thinking, dude, they could have put all kinds of dope on me and shit, knowing that I wouldn't get checked.
Yep.
And that was their fuck up, really.
Yep.
So
that's true. That's true. So, God, I was thinking about, geez, we had some crazy situations, dude.
Oh yeah.
The audience doesn't know about that one. And I guess we could say in general that we were sitting in the backyard one time and we're just chilling out doing stupid kid shit.
Smoking weed and firing paintball guns and shit.
Yeah, and the fucking and the neighbors called the cops at us. And they came to the side with their guns pulled.
I thought it was somebody joke. I was trying to see who the voice was. I was like, who is that? Because at first I thought it was somebody fucking with us.
We were all stoned and shit, and that was what the fuck? See, I don't even remember. See, that's the kind of shit that would make me go home. I don't think I even went home, did I?
I don't think so. I think you hung out for a little bit longer afterwards. Because you lived right nearby. Remember you guys?
But that was because that was a buzzkill, obviously.
Yeah. The day was pretty much over after that. But I think we all did we go eat? I think we went to eat somewhere, and then you went home or something. There was some shit.
Yeah, that was one of those days where we were just. I think we were all in shock for that whole like.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a kick in the balls. Like, okay, there's our day. It's over.
We got lucky though. They could have busted all of us. They didn't.
Oh fuck yeah!
They didn't bust us, man.
Well, my favorite was
white privilege.
My brother, if you remember, he kept his weed in the paintball canister.
Yeah.
So they started to unscrew the lid, and my brother goes, "That's not paintballs." And then the guy sees his weed, and he's like, "Oh shit!" So, and then he asked you, "Did you hit the weed?" And you're like, "Yeah, I hit it." So they were cool to us, man. I mean, the worst thing that happened was, my brother got some kind of ticket or something.
Oh, they did give him a ticket, right?
Yeah, he did have to go to court for it, but it got thrown out, I think. So.
Oh my God! And then your dad. Oh my God! Your dad found out. Oh Jesus!
Oh man. Yeah, it was bad. It was pretty fucked up, dude.
I don't even remember. It's like one of those things that I haven't thought of in years, but I thought of it a couple of weeks ago.
Oh really?
And I'm like, how the fuck did I not think of that in years? Like that was a crazy. Like I literally can tell people like, yeah, I've had cops have had guns pulled on me by cops, and I've never even thought about it. Like,
and now we're interviewing cops and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
sorry. Now they're like they start fucking going. Now we aren't going to interview you, man. Dude, you ain't one of us, bro. We pull guns on you, bro, man. We stick by our people, man.
Yeah, you're one of those. You don't back the blue like you say you do.
You don't back like you're a liar. You're a fraud. Cruise control.
I don't think so, but
fucking fraud, bro.
Because we've all done, and I'm pretty sure most cops have been in trouble, before they got on the force and whatever.
Of course. And that doesn't change the fact that still appreciate what the fuck they do, even though I'll still keep fucking because I don't believe in. I think illegal drugs are in your own home are ridiculous. And so there's certain things like it's interesting how you think about the law because we're law-abiding citizens, but in some ways it's like I'll break the fucking law if it's something that I don't believe is harming anybody else and it's really ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I mean smoking weed in your house is
it's
kind of bullshit.
Give me a fucking
now.
break. Doing fucking crack in your house is okay.
If you want to do crack and sit home, that's your business, man.
I think we if we're going to allow alcohol to be legal, and I'm not going to go on a rant again, don't worry. But if we allow that to be legal and we allow weed to be legal, and now why not fucking? I mean, and that's why you're going to get this fentanyl laced fucking methamphetamine. If it was legal, you wouldn't get fentanyl. You could just go buy it. And yes, more people would go buy it, but they're already getting it from their fucking doctors anyway. So why the fuck?
Well, I said, as long as it doesn't affect me, I don't give a shit. There was something. I'm fucking. Now you made me think of something.
Yeah, well, that's wrong. You should give a shit, Maxwell, because that's part of the problem.
Yeah, I know.
You know that. Well, you know where I'm going with that, probably. It's like sexual preference or anything else. It's like I do this, and I want you to. I don't give a shit what you do.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me. Sorry, you don't get a medal for
who I don't care. Why don't you care? Why don't you care?
But I'm trying to remember what that was. Now you got me thinking, because there was a discussion I was having with somebody earlier this week, and I said, I don't give a shit. It was something that they were like, well, doesn't it bother you? Doesn't? And I'm like, no, it doesn't bother. I don't care what people do. God, what the fuck was it now? I don't remember.
Well, I care what people do that I care about, because especially if they're doing things that I think are harmful for themselves.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
But I don't. But I'm still. But the truth is, you're not going to change them. You still got to take a step back and go. It's not going to. It's not going to change anything by you getting upset with them still doing it. But also, the general. Everyone else, you need to stop doing this. Oh boy, because Jimmy John died. So you can't drink beer because other people who drink beer have issues with drinking beer. So you can't do it.
Yeah, that means you're going to be an alcoholic. It's a gateway drug.
You can't do marijuana because it's a gateway drug, dude. It is a gateway drug, and that's the thing. It's legal, and everyone loves it. Yeah. Marijuana's a gateway drug. Hey, buddy. Hey, bro. You want to have your first beer with your dad?
Right. Well,
while you're having your first beer with your dad, I'm going to tell you how marijuana's a gateway drug. Right. How you feeling, boy? You got a buzz? Oh, yeah, you got a buzz? Yeah. By the way, marijuana's bad. Why? Because it gives you a buzz, and it makes you
do stupid things, Stupid
shit, yeah.
Of course, because
sit around and order too much Uber Eats.
We've smoked weed, we've drank alcohol, but have you decided to graduate up to heroin yet? With those gateway drugs?
Exactly. Gateway drug, man.
Yeah.
No, but you don't, son, never do heroin. But I believe you're depressed, so why don't you get on this Xanax here? Yeah. It'll help you with your moods, but never, ever do weed, son, because that'll mess with your mind. What are you trying to alter your mind?
If you get an accident, take your pain pills, okay? Yeah. Take those pain pills now. Your Vicodins, your Loratab,
Take those pain pills and take your SSRIs, but never try to alter your mind with marijuana. Because what you're trying to do is change your mood. Right. Change your mood, buddy. But take this Xanax because you're depressed.
Right. It's going to help you. It's going to be good.
Because you know why? Because your doctor told you to do it.
Yeah. So therefore, you should take it.
Doctor shit rainbow colored fucking Skittles.
Oh, of course. They're amazing. God, yes. Yeah. I mean, they do no wrong. There's no crooked doctors. There's no, that's all make believe.
Yes, and you only have to pay fucking out of your ass. You'll be fucking rammed butt fuckulously, hardcore, by your insurance companies and they'll be making lots of money off you. But you'll be good.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. I'm trying to think. But God, this is driving me nuts, dude. Because there was some kind of argument, and it's very relevant to what we're talking about. But I can't remember it. I can't remember it.
Oh shit!
That's the thing. I'm like, what was that? And they're like,
was it a rum runner conversation?
It might have been a rum runner thing, or it might have been something at work. Something I was talking to someone, and they're like, "That doesn't bother you?" I was like, "I don't care what people do, man. It doesn't affect me." Oh shit, I don't remember. It's
damn it.
On a future show, maybe if I do remember what the fuck.
I don't remember. We had a conversation about something.
We talked about it, dude. I know. It's like all of a sudden,
man.
It's crazy because I'll remember something that happened, like we were talking about, our little experience back in, I think it was 1998, in my dad's backyard. That's clear as day to me, but yet some shit I was talking about last week, I'm like, what? Oh, who was that? What were we even talking about? So yeah, I have no idea. I can't remember what the hell we were talking about. But anyway, that's the story. Shit, dude. Oh, here's another thing. All right, fucking dumb pet owners and dumb just parent, okay, so and I'll talk about this because Leopard doesn't listen to the show, but her daughter wanted this pit bull, and it's this big fucking pit bull.
Gotta have a big pit bull.
And of course he's at the house. His name's Pablo, and I mean, dude, he's dangerous if somebody's like a senior or something like that, because he'll jump up on you, dude. He'll knock your ass down if you're medically fragile. I know that. He's a heavy dog, and they
don't control him when he does. They probably just go stop.
Yeah, well, supposedly Leopard goes, "Come on, best friend, down, best friend," and he seems to listen to that a little bit. But other than that, and then the daughter doesn't really do much.
His name? Pablo.
Yeah, Pablo is his name. I don't know why the fuck they named him Pablo, but anyway. back he
That's
was shit.
racist, man. Why did they name it a dog after a Mexican? See, this is why the white people.
Yeah, that's racist.
They call him Pablo. Why not call him Jason? Why they call him Pablo? Is Pablo a cute dog name? Is Pablo a pet name?
Actually,
they call their next dog Tyrone.
He's about as annoying. He's about as annoying as a Mexi melt, though. You know what I'm saying? Just like stupid. Like he just doesn't listen. And he'll start biting. That's another thing, dude. When he tries to play, he'll start using his teeth. I don't like him, dude.
I don't like dogs, dude. I don't like most. I mean, 90% of dogs, dude. I don't like. Yeah, I don't like because they're loud, they're needy, and they're not trained. That's the problem. Is they're not trained, they're not disciplined, and they're just like I got a dog. It's not a fucking piece of furniture or a toy.
Right.
It's a fucking living fucking being that you need to fucking take care of and be responsible for. Because like you said, if your mom went over there for some reason, I'm not saying she would.
Yeah.
And it just jumped on your fucking mom
and knocked her over or something.
Yeah, that'd be fucking ridiculous. And they don't care. It's like, hey, that's my dog.
Well, and here's what was going on when they were still at the house. The dog was shitting in the backyard, and the daughter, they had to tell her several times, go pick up Pablo's shit, and there'd be flies out there. And so Leopard was always like, make sure you close the door. I don't want flies in here. And I'm like, where are the flies coming from? And she's like, oh, it's Pablo's shit. But then I'm like, okay, well, you got to tell her she either takes care of the dog or you get rid of the fucking thing.
No.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. Oh, no, but he's a cute dog. He's just a puppy, and making all kinds of excuses. Well, here comes the best part. So they just moved recently, right, to a condo. And I guess if you have a pet, the landlady says that it's an extra $375, right? So they didn't tell the landlady that they have this fucking Pablo.
Of course not.
So I guess the landlady called her and said, hey, I'm getting reports you have a dog. And she's like, no, we don't have a dog. And I'm like, nah. So then last night I was over there actually, and I was going to go take a piss. So Ryan, her husband, is walking me back to show me where the bathroom is. Well, dude, I get hit with this smell as I'm walking back there. I said, what is that smell? It was bad, dude. And he's like, oh, it's the dog. And, because he doesn't want the dog there, and I'm like,
well, he doesn't have a say in pretty much anything. Let's just be honest.
No, he really doesn't. It's just like, whatever.
He's there for the fucking ride and there to be abused and there to be the dude.
Pretty much.
That's the blame, the scapegoat. And then he does it himself. And it's just like a fucking codependent bullshit. Hey, at least I got someone. She's got big tits.
Yeah. Better than
nothing. Exactly. Now you know why that song it's just everywhere. You probably think.
Oh God,
yeah, see it everywhere, dude.
Now I see examples of it all the time. So yeah, dude, the dog's like, I guess the dog's shitting in her room or something, and she's just keeping the dog in there, and then occasionally they clean it up or whatever. But I'm like, let a dog shit in the house, like that's not fucking good.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's just it's. Listen, I know this person, and I think they're okay. That but. That's dysfunction. That's insanity. That's fucking.
It's not healthy, man.
It's not healthy. It's a lack of reality. It's a lack of grounding in reality. And they're going to be. I mean, obviously, they're going to be evicted.
And I told Ryan that too. I said, that dog is going to be the cause of your guys getting evicted. He's like, I know, and I'm just like, dude,
I know. Just don't tell me. La 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 la. I got pussy. La 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 la. He's miserable.
Oh, I know he is.
He's miserable with this person, and she's miserable with him, but I'm just gonna be honest, would be miserable with anybody.
Oh, sure. Oh, well, I've seen it. I mean, this is the second marriage since I've known her. Yeah. And it was the same bullshit, I mean, different kinds of complaints, but the same shit. You know what I'm saying? With the other husband.
It's sad, man, but it's also it's scary sad. Like it's like, what the fuck sad? Like
right, like you can fix this. This can be fixed. This isn't like, oh, you got cancer, and there's nothing you can do.
No, this is all, but you can't because and like I said, how much do they actually play or really interact with the dog?
Not too much. Every once in a while they'll bring them out, and the daughter will take. Matter of fact, yesterday they took him for a walk last night when I was over there.
That's good.
So they do that. They do take him on walks, but
wait a second. This is how stupid they are.
Right.
They take the dog on walks, yet they lie to the landlord.
Yeah, right. You're walking around your complex with this dog.
With
like
this
anyone
dog,
can take a picture of
and
you.
people know, and they probably stop because the dog probably runs at people when they're out.
Oh yeah,
the dog probably runs. Oh hey doggy, and they go, how are you? And they know who they are. We're over in 31 fucking B.
right.
And now they're gonna get kicked out because they lied directly to their landlord. What the fuck is wrong with these people? I'm
Oh, and
sorry.
then
This is just fucking batshit fucking ridiculous, dude.
yeah, I know. It's totally stupid. And there was something else too with the whole the dog being out there and whatever, and they bring him outside. Oh, they were installing video cameras. Leopard and her husband were. They're like, yeah, we're going to install some video cameras, and I'm like, well, that's really good. Build up the evidence against yourself.
Not only that, but you're installing video cameras into a place that you're renting that you don't know how long you're gonna. I mean, what are they? Dude, what's wrong with people, man? And this is not. Here's the thing, dude. This is not abnormal behavior now. There's so many people who behave like this. You're fucking your roommate, not roommate, your workmate.
Oh yeah, same shit. Stupid
same
stuff.
Shit. Just what the fuck is wrong with you? And
right.
even people that are supposedly normal, like what the fuck's wrong? Like my family, or like people in situations where they're miserable.
Yeah,
like your brother for a while, just like finally got out, and I guarantee you he's going, why didn't I do this fucking sooner?
He seems much happier, by the way.
Of course he is, because he's free of fucking dealing with stress every day. When you're in a bad relationship, it's the worst fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not better than being alone.
Well, you know what? One thing he has done though is he has gotten back on the dating sites.
Good.
I remember because he was over there. Well, kind of was like, well, do you really want to go back to that?
No, but I mean, good in terms of him being willing to meet somebody, but also, it's like it's like at least he's fucking, having, not sitting there going, oh, I'm so fucking, maybe he wants, that's a like a reflexive thing, where people need to be looking for something.
That's true.
Maybe it's just the looking for something because it makes you feel, it's almost like gambling, like, hey, I'm on the prowl, I'm back in the game,
Right. Yeah, I'm here. I'm looking, Well, shit with me. I mean, somebody, Sluggo actually was asking me yesterday. He's like, hey, any new dating perspective? And I'm like, nah, not really. I just had no interest, man. Honestly, I'm just kind of like, I don't care about that shit. Oh, that's another funny story. Somebody tried to hook me up with someone. That was interesting. Yeah, it was my friend Golden Retriever. And so actually, let's finish on your point though. Yeah, you're right. This is normal behavior now from a lot of people.
Yeah, and even someone like your bro who realizes, hey, I'm happier now. If he gets the opportunity, he'll probably go and do exactly the same fucking shit again and get in exactly the same shitty relationship and go, oh, well, and live with somebody and move in with them a fucking month later.
That was number 2. The last one was number 2. The first time he did it was another chick. And they were together for a couple of years, like 4 years, something like that.
Yeah, and it's like, why? What do you're making the same mistakes over and over again. And honestly, I think a lot of it is, and it is not stupid. That's another thing that's interesting, is because these people aren't, well, some of them aren't stupid. Depending on what you mean.
Well, yeah, they're stupid in certain ways.
And that's the thing. But I mean, there are some people like your bro who's not intellectually stupid at all.
No, hell no.
No, extremely smart in certain ways. But my God, and I guess that's the truth about everybody, is that certain ways everybody's just a fucking retard.
I guess,
or at least until you actually wake up and learn and change your fucking behavior. Or at least stop doing the same shit that's making you unhappy. But before, why am I unhappy? Because you got a fucking dog, you're in a shitty relationship where you're fighting all the time. Because fighting all the time is part of that relationship. It's part of that fucking dysfunction. Like, you need to fight all the time, or else the relationship isn't. There's no passion. You know what passion is? Passion is fucking unstable relationships, dude.
Apparently, that must be passion.
Passions are bursts of like, wow, I really love you, and then it goes away, and there's a contentment there. Not supposed to, but some people can't fucking deal with that, so they have to make up bullshit to have drama. Like, oh well, we're passionate like fire and ice, me and him, we're like oil and water.
Yeah, those weird analogies they'll make, and it's like
opposites attract.
Whatever. The other night she was pissed off at him, and she was just like, oh yeah, he's pissing me off, and he won't help me, and he won't do this, and it's all about what he won't do.
He won't do. It's never about what she's doing, ever.
Oh no, oh
ever.
no,
ever.
never.
And here's the thing: it's both of their problem, because he's a little bitch in ways, because he has to have the pussy, and so he's not going to fucking get upset with her putting everything on him. In fact, he probably believes it's his fault because he's fucking been brainwashed. Dude, I'm the man. I should be fucking doing this. You're the man. Why aren't you supporting us?
Oh, he's done that already. You know, where he's like, yeah, it was my dumbass. I was being this. I
wasn't doing exactly what she wanted me to. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
And then she's fucking bought into it, and then she's unhappy because she expects fucking Richard Gere and Pretty Woman every goddamn day.
Yeah, roses and wine every day. You know, every day's Christmas or some shit. You know,
fucking and then that's serious. That they're gonna I guarantee you within a week or two they're either out of there, or like how is that landlady? First of all, they're dealing with the landlord. Is it a apartment complex in terms of like
it's
just like a normal complex?
Kind of like I think it's more of they're condos now. I'm thinking
they're renting a house from an actual person and not a company.
Yeah, it's not a company. No.
Yeah,
it's a person.
They're fucked because their trust in them is going to be completely ruined.
Oh yeah,
because they know they have a dog, or they're going to know they have a dog, and then they're going to realize, and they're going to be lied to an individual,
right?
You know,
it's like because it's not. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that there's a dog in that house.
Yes, and anytime they rent from that person, from anybody later on, if they have to put that person down there as the previous rental, as a previous address. So now their fucking rental history is going to be fucked even more, because that person will say, "Fuck, don't rent these people."
Yeah,
they lie about having a dog in the plate. They're having the dog shit in a rental home. Yeah. What the fuck is going on?
Shitting in the bedroom.
Shitting in the back. They're not cleaning it up in their fucking yard and their rental, because they don't give a fuck about these people. I'm sorry, man, but
here's the other thing.
I'm not feeling
the new thing. The new place doesn't even have a backyard, so this dog needs a backyard, man. It's a big dog.
Where is it? Where are they? The dog is shitting where?
In the bedroom. This is in the bed. This is at the new place, the new rental condo place, whatever. And the dog is shitting in the daughter's bedroom. That's why
they might have one of those little training things where they have like a
pad maybe.
So wait a second. So when they're telling their dog to go clean up the shit, it's not outside?
Not anymore. It used to be back at their old house, but at the new place, the dog's shitting in her room, dude. Which is even more disturbing. Like, how do you sleep to the smell of shit? You know what I'm saying?
How do you have to be asked to clean up dog shit in your room?
Right.
It's not cat shit. It's not a fucking litter.
No, this is dog shit.
Dude, that's mental illness right there, homie.
I told you, dude, when I went back to the bathroom, when he was walking me to the bathroom, because it's a new place and it's got clutter, and I was like, what is that smell? Like, it really got me.
I bet that chick doesn't shower either.
Ryan tells me like her feet are dirty and her feet stink up her room.
Of course, because she doesn't. She's fucking. She probably sits in the room she was the one who's in her room all the time. Doesn't come out and hang out with you. Yeah,
but she does work. She does. She works she's actually a supervisor at a Dunkin' Donuts. But
fuck that, I'm never going. Make sure that you let me know if I'm in Vegas and if I decide to go to Dunkin' Donuts. I ain't going there. If someone's not cleaning their fucking, if someone doesn't clean their fucking feet or clean themselves, why do you think they give a fuck about how clean everything else is?
Well, that's it. That's why I'm like, wow, because she's like 19 now, but it's that shit again. Just like, and then when she's home, she's in her room all the time. So
the world is fucked, dude. We're just fucked, man. We're all losing our shit, dude, and it's all because because you're better. Because everyone thinks it's better to lose their shit. You know how many times we have this like check-in at my improv group, and I like my improv group. It's great. We have a great, they're a lot different politically than I am.
But that's the thing with improvers.
Well, yeah, but with anybody, right, especially in theater. These are a lot of theater people, and they're all fucking Emmett and theater.
And everybody's woke and
I don't care, because I believe that everyone has different beliefs, and if I actually there's beliefs with you, and I mean if we act, there's certain beliefs that other people that if I basically if other people had the same beliefs that we did and disagreed on certain things, they wouldn't talk, because that's the whole point. You would never have friends if you did that.
That's true.
Real
If
friends.
if you had an echo chamber and everybody
Yeah.
agreed with you politically, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
no one does, like, but that's
Yeah.
the point. What used to be, and it's another it used to be that was actually part of the deal. Like, other people would have disagreements, but if they're good people and treated you well,
Oh, actually,
anyway,
that's the thing I was talking to John about, because I was thinking back in the day, when we used to hang out with that dude Mario. Mario's parents were like hippies, you know what I'm saying? So they were like wokeified and real
yeah,
lived out. Plus, his dad was a choreographer. So, but and John's family and my family, obviously, we all knew that we had different political
yeah. Your dad
beliefs.
had pictures with Reagan, so you know where he was going.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
nobody that never caused any trouble, no
No, it
issues.
was a joke even sometimes, like, oh, you conservatives, oh, you hippies.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it just never came up. It was like, we all were
now
cool.
it's required. Now you have to
Oh,
have it.
oh, dude,
Unfortunately, and people are
kind of
stating their
situation,
bullshit.
that whole situation wouldn't even go down now, dude. Like, what? The kid's Mormon and his parents are conservative. Oh, fuck that. You are not hanging out with that kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the other way around actually might happen in some ways, but not as much.
No. The woke people are way more dogmatic.
Oh yeah, dude. Exactly, and that's the thing. They're all woke. So, but my point is, what I was getting back to is they always talk about, like we have to do a check-in and we have to do this kind of like where we get around the circle, we say 2 words about how you're feeling, so we have to say 2 words about how we're feeling, and then if we have any issues that day, like if someone's someone is thinking about suicide, we can't do any things about
God.
Who
made up that rule?
It's just the new theater thing, man.
Jesus.
And I guess my point is, but it's always like, oh well, I'm stressed and I'm this and I'm that and I'm O and E, and it's like, why don't you just say, hey, it's not anybody's fucking business, first of all. No. But everyone has to have and has to know. But also, it's like if you get praised for being, I'm so, oh God, I'm dealing with this and that. It's like, it doesn't make you better. It doesn't make your life harder. It doesn't make your life better. It doesn't make you better. It just makes you more stressed and more fucking neurotic. Right. You're not better to have all this bullshit in your life. So, but like with people like like Ryan and
oh yeah.
they need that to feel like their lives are fucking something. Or I guess
they gotta understand. You're right. They got to have the drama going on. It's just like, what the fuck?
And it's like, I don't get why they need to add more drama, but they need to, because it makes their lives worse. And the worse your life is, the more you can be the victim. And the more you be the victim, the more morally superior you are.
Oh, of course.
I'm this and that, and my husband treats me like shit, and I married, and it's so different than it used to be, because
and for him,
because we've known each other for 3 years. It's like, whatever.
Oh, we got married 5 months after we started dating.
Yes. Well, I was like 4 months divorced or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, not even. It was like 2 months, maybe.
Fucking
2 months,
insane, dude. Insanity, dude.
Yeah,
lack of emotional intelligence. However, they can function in life, and they obviously they can wipe their own ass. But my God, dude.
Yeah, that's little much. Like, huh? Okay. I mean, I don't know. I guess we shouldn't even. It's going back to what you were saying in the beginning with, I don't mean to sound like. And it's like, wait, no. I should be arrogant about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Or at least you should be fucking like if they're gonna be proud to fucking be, oh, I'm fucking ADHD or I'm this, or I'm a woman, or I'm gay, or I'm black, or whatever, or anything. Then why shouldn't you be proud to say, hey, I don't fucking do stupid shit like own it and lie to fucking landlords about that's fucking immoral, dude. That person owns that property. They are renting that property out, expecting you to treat it with respect because they own it. So you're fucking having something like defecating in the room, or even having a dog in general that's not controlled. Is it jumping on the walls? Is it jump on the fucking the carpet? Might be shit. They might scratch things. It might fucking.
It's torn up furniture already.
So it's going to tear up. What if it tears up the walls? They don't give a fuck because they don't own it.
Right. Exactly.
They don't have any respect for the fucking owner of the property. And they're
the
lying to
from
them.
What they say,
of course she is, because they have to be, because if they weren't, then they wouldn't have an excuse to fuck up that person's property. Because otherwise, they'd have to take responsibility for it and be like, wow, That's
Right.
fucked. I'm a fucking shitty person. I'm being a shitty person. No, I'm not. They deserve it, right? They
Right, of
deserve
course,
the way this is treated because I can't fucking bother to have
because they're
any
mean to
respect.
me.
Yeah,
They're mean to me
to me,
about the
even
money.
though they're mean to me because they know I'm lying to them about a fucking dog in their house that they own.
Yeah, yeah. It's and it's just like that. She doesn't want to hear the shit. If you bring it up, she'll get defensive, and you know how it goes.
Of course, you can't
So
bring it up. You can't exactly, and you can't talk about it because it's never their fault. Because actually taking responsibility would mean they have to look inside themselves and go, "Hey, I'm not a great person. I'm not being
right,
a good person. I'm being a shit person."
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, that can't be. So it can't be that I'm a shit person. I'm amazing. Everyone told me I'm amazing
So I must
my
be.
whole life. I'm
Gotta be
special.
amazing. Oh man, fucking crazy. Yeah, that's the excitement there.
Yeah, man.
Um, what else? Oh, and then I had the story I was going to tell you of somebody trying to hook me up with someone was so Golden
Oh,
Retriever calls me. She's like 91 now, and I guess she's
oh
she's
shit.
yeah, I know, right? Remember when she used to take me shopping? So
Yeah, wow.
did you ever meet? I don't know if you met her or not. I don't. Did you guys ever meet?
I don't think so.
She used to go to our improv shows back in the day.
No,
I
man, I'm
remember
sure
that.
we've met. I'm sure we've met, but I don't think we did anything more than just,
Yeah, outside of improv, I don't
yeah,
think you guys
exactly.
are ever. But anyway, she's like 91 now, whatever, and so she's using our program because her vision's not as good as it used to be, and
Yeah.
whatever. So she called me to let me know she got all the stuff and everything's great. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. All right, if you have any questions, just give me a call. I'll help walk you through how to work the machine. And then she says, and I got something else for you too. And I'm like, okay. She's like, I got a massage from a wonderful woman today, and I think you should date her. And I'm like, okay. How do you know this person's not with anybody? And she was like, oh no, she's single and she wants to date. She told me. And I'm like, okay, that's great. And I said, you told her about me, I guess. She's like, oh yeah. I said, does she know I'm blind? You know what I'm saying? Because that could be an issue. And she goes, oh yeah, she knows that. Of course she knows that. I'm like, she goes, why don't you call her? She's like, here's you got something handy you could take down a number. And I'm just like, sure. Of course. So
Okay.
I acted
Okay.
I acted like I was taking down the number.
Oh, you didn't. You're like, I'm not gonna bother doing that
Oh
shit.
fuck no, dude! I'm not. How weird would that be? Calling somebody, hi, somebody gave me your phone number and
Yeah.
says we should date. You know. So I was just like, I'm not, and I'm hoping it just kind of blows over. I haven't heard anything in a couple weeks about it, so I'm hoping she dropped it and just kind of gave it up. So,
Dude, here's the interesting thing. An interesting thing about that I've thought about, because you mentioned it before, like, I'm not even fucking interested. I like
no,
that's 3 years ago. How long? When did that shift, man? Like, when do you think that shifted to the point where you were just like, I'm not even gonna? Because before you might have, you would at least call us. Hey, you never know.
you know what?
Hey,
Dude, I got to think. I think
massage
2020.
artist. She was a massage person. Hey,
Right.
right.
No, yep, I would have. You're right. 2020, man. I think that's when I had the shift, when it was like, whoa, there are other way more important things in the world than fucking having somebody in your life.
Yeah, or
You know what I'm
having
saying?
somebody, having
Having
somebody in
pussy.
your life who just makes you unhappy. Like, of
Yeah.
course you want somebody in your life to make you happy. That's the whole problem. That's why you're fucking with these people that are,
Yeah. Well, and that's 2020. I would say was
yeah.
probably now.
God, and then that
as you know, I've
experience.
met somebody in the last year that I was into, but then when I found some things out, I was like,
And that had to have made you feel even more like, fuck this shit.
oh yeah, that was an extreme fuck this shit. Matter of fact, because now it's like, damn, here's somebody I thought was going to be awesome,
Yeah.
and then I saw another side of him. I'm like, oh shit,
I
okay, that goes
definitely.
to.
Sorry, man. I need to interrupt you.
I was just gonna say that just goes to show you, man, that they could be, whatever. So
I think that was actually. I think 2020 might have been when you started. The seeds were planted. But I think that just was when it made you go, whoa, like, it was that
I
turning
think you're
point
right.
where you're like, fuck this shit. I'm not chasing this. I'm not doing this shit anymore, man.
Yeah,
Ever.
yeah.
I don't think you do that. And that was a great. So you want to thank her for actually fucking doing that, because now you're like, if the similar situation happens again, you're not gonna fucking deal with it. You're like, I know what this is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Sorry, I just got a robocall. I was just trying to hear where the number was. But yeah, no, you're right. I'm very leery. I'm not even really like, even if it's somebody that I think might seem interesting, I'm very hesitant to,
Yeah.
oh, let me get to know this person better. I'm kind of like not. And listen, I'm not saying that I will never date again, and I'm not.
Of course not.
But at the same time, I'm just very, yeah, I'm just not really tripping. You know,
It's
it's just
like, you know what? I've realized my sanity is more important than any all this than any fucking pussy or just having somebody with you or being around somebody, because no one wants to be alone. It's not like or at least most people don't. Like, I want to be alone. No, I'm just not going to compromise my happiness for it. And that's a crazy thought to think about. Well, what do you mean compromise your happiness for being alone? Yeah, compromise my fucking happiness and my sanity.
exactly.
And then also just the way people are reacting. It's like they expect you to jump through hoops, like to prove something, like you're like, and you don't want, like, that's a girl thing mostly. Where you have to prove yourself, like, you got to be this way, and you got to do this for me. And it's like, dudes don't want that. I don't want that. I want someone who's cool, and then they're cool, and I'm cool, and that's all.
Right.
We're cool. None of this. We're anything. Cool, but when you didn't call me Thursday, it showed. It didn't show. I fucking know how I am. I don't call you every fucking day, every goddamn moment. That doesn't mean
another thing. Yeah, that texting, the morning text, the fucking afternoon,
anything. No, if it just happens naturally, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you've done something wrong. Or if you say, it's just testing and bullshit. It's like, I want somebody who's just I'm around them, like, this person's cool, and then they go, yeah, I want to be around. So you naturally start hanging out with each other, and there's no fucking. If anything, there's butterflies in the stomach, but it's like, oh, I want to hang out with you, not the, I hope I didn't say anything wrong today.
Yeah. Oh, that thing. Oh God. The I want to say pine needles, pins and needles.
Oh, Jesus. And just wondering if, in trying to find the right thing to say, and just instead of just the natural thing that you would say normally, well, what should I say to this time to get her to like me more, or to fuck, whatever the fuck your brain is telling you to get that pussy, or
if you've said something and then they get upset, you're like, I'm sorry. Let me.
Yeah. Oh God, how dare
you're explaining yourself. You know?
And then you don't even consider the fact that her saying that is actually worse than, is making you feel uncomfortable, because you're uncomfortable doesn't matter. It's not about your comfort never matters. Just if hers is in, well,
that's the main thing. If she's uncomfortable and upset, that's what's important, man. You need to get on that,
And it goes with both ways. Like I said, it's just I people don't know how to interact with each other, and so it's looking for someone like that. It's like, and I've done it too many times myself. So I don't think you're in the same boat as me, and just but I think you're just not going to do that shit anymore. You got to the point where you're not going to bother chasing like a goddamn retard anymore.
Well, that's it. If it's somebody I'm into and we're hitting on all levels and it's working great, but I'm not going to play stupid fucking games to appease you and make you happy. Just not going to do it. Matter of fact, any sign of any discomfort or anything not work, then I'm out of there, man. I'm done. Just not going to do it. I'm too old for it, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm like, this might have been okay in my 20s, but at almost 50, it's like, I can't play that fucking game anymore, man.
No, you don't even want to bother with it. So you're it's just like, and it's also, it turns you off when you have to do it too.
Yeah.
Like when you see it and go, fuck, here it's there. Damn it. I thought this one didn't. Nah, damn it.
Yep. And that's just like, oh, they're not this way. They're not the way I envisioned or whatever. And this might sound very idealistic, but that's how I want it. If it's not going to be that way, then I don't want it.
Yep.
No,
but you got to be practical, bro. Why? This is my heart. This is my emotions. when I go in, dude. I don't, I think you're the same way. You don't go in half-assed like, well, I'm dating. You want to be like fucking, ooh, baby, I love your way type shit,
It's got to be powerful, man. None of the stupid shit, like even this whole, like I had somebody told me one time at the bar, yeah, man, you have a lot of chances with women and you turn a lot of them down or whatever. I forgot what the way he said it. And I was just like, well, dude, obviously they didn't grab me for one reason or another. I wasn't feeling it. Just, I'm not rolling with it anymore, man. I'm not,
Yep.
And then, or I'll see people's posts on Facebook, where like one particular person puts up all these things about I'm single because of this. And it's like, why do you even have to reaffirm this bullshit?
Well, that's another thing. I don't, I don't like either is people putting shit out on fucking Facebook about real personal stuff. Like I understand like announcing somebody's death, you have to do it,
right.
Or other things, but these people that put
I don't know though. Even when Steve died, I didn't, I wasn't hitting Facebook going,
but like, and you'll post about like stuff that irks you, like, oh well, I fucking stubbed my toe today, or like this week sucked, but you're not going to go, oh, today I just feel emotionally drained and stressed.
Oh God,
oh God, you see it all the fucking time on there, and
I sure do.
There's people that do it that I respect and like, so I'm not. It's just one of those things. I'm just like, dude, that's my burden to fucking deal with,
Yeah, exactly.
And if maybe I'll throw it out here, then maybe it's because I have this place, but I kind of do it still in a detached way where I'm not like,
okay.
Like none of us ever cried on the fucking show before. It's like, I'm never going to come on here going, and I just stopped drinking.
Actually, the only time I kind of teared up during shows was the one time when Ticket died, and I was talking about that on the show. And then there was another time, remember when I was having that issue with that chick, on the Experience Project, where she wasn't talking to me, and Jerkman and those were having like a little on-air intervention with me, So but those are the only time. But you're right, I'd never just come on.
But it's not something that you're going to do all the time, or even remotely. Like, and if you do it, you still go like, fuck. You kind of feel like, why did I do that? You're not like,
even as you brought it up, I'm like, oh God, yeah. I remember.
You're not all like, I feel so relieved.
Fuck no. Like, I just showed everybody a side of me I didn't want them to see.
Exactly. And that's the thing. See, that's another thing I think that's interesting. Is that people used to be taboo. Like, I don't want to show everything about myself. Now is if I don't show there should be no shame. Tell everyone everything about yourself. You have reason to be, well, I'm this, and when I was 12, a fucking dude touched me, the ice cream man fucked me, and that,
Right.
No one needs to know all that shit, but everyone thinks that everyone should know all that shit.
Right. It's good. It's good to get it out there. No, it's not. It's fucking, people can use that against you, actually.
Yeah.
So, here's my prerequisite. If somebody's really your good friend and close person that you can confide in, they've seen you puke and they've seen you cry.
Yeah.
Those are my two prerequisites of somebody being a close friend.
Yeah. At least one thing. Yeah. They can, exactly.
Yeah. Either one of the two. If you've done one of the two in front of them, then hey, then it's all good. They're your real one. So
no, you got to do that in front. You got to tell everybody how you feel all the time. Your emotions have to be on your mind all the time. And what does that have that cause? That causes you to lose your fucking mind because your emotions are on your mind. You're always thinking about yourself. How do I feel? How do I this? Where am I at in life? What am I doing? So what do? You focus on yourself, and guess what? Boom, you become more and more fucking neurotic and narcissistic. Because all you're thinking about is fucking, where am I at? Like, oh, how am I comparing? I need to move forward. And you do this. No, take a moment and relax and look at your life and go, wow, I'm fucking have food.
Right. I'm not eating, bugs and shit,
I've got people in my life, that are, and if you don't, then maybe it's because you're fucking sitting there wondering, being neurotic all the time.
You know what? Okay, here's another thing. This was actually a conversation we were having yesterday with my mom and my brother. And, Cheap Motors, Gref, whatever, was texting me, but it was stupid shit. It's a lot of times it's dumb shit that he's taking. Like, he said something about, when I'm going to come out to Vegas when my knee gets better or something like that. And I'm like, okay, he was baiting me for a conversation. Whatever. And then he's texted me about, how's the weather in Vegas? And I'm like, oh God. And I made the comment, he's bored, blah, blah, blah. And so my brother says, well, you ought to be happy that you got a friend checking in with you. And I'm just like, well, man, you know what? In his mind, I think because he doesn't have any friends, I mean, no disrespect, but I don't know, dude. I've just never been one of those people, and I don't know what you think about this, but who
Yeah.
needs someone to talk to. Like I'll handle my own problems, man. I don't need someone to solve them for me.
No, I think this is interesting. Because in one way I see what you're saying, in that you know what he's doing. He's bored. He's not doing it because he really fucking is going, dude. Brett, Brett's. I just wonder if Brett's okay. He's like, he's trying to sign something. But then again, he's also kind of right, because you do have people that do that do check in and go, hey, like for instance, this whole thing with the power with the snow. I actually didn't talk about this. I'm snowed in here.
Oh yeah. Okay,
So
yeah.
This actually a good say, because it brings it in, because I'm snowed in here. But not snowed in. I guess frozen in here. There's like sleet all weekend where I'm at. And it's sleet and freezing rain. Well, we had a lot of sleet here, so everything is fucking frozen. But other places had a lot of frozen rain, and there's a lot of power outages. In fact, two of my buddies' powers are out right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But Ranger Danger and Lieutenant Let It Happen.
Oh, they're both.
Yeah, they both have. They're both power.
Shit.
Their power is both out right now. And yet I get texts from both of them saying, hey, is your power on? How's your power?
Well, that's understandable. They know that you all are going through some shit.
Guess my point is that is great. You get grateful to have people that would actually even check up on you and say, hey, how are you doing? Because that's really what he was doing. How's the weather out there really means, hey, but he's not going to say, hey, how you doing? Because Jeff's really old school, and that, in turn, not old school, but emotionally, he's not going to fucking go, hey, man, how you been, bro? Like, I would do that. I wouldn't go, how's the weather? I would never fucking call you or text you and say, how's the weather? I'd say, how you doing, man? What's going on? Everything okay?
Well, like you did last week when I put up that post on Facebook. You called me. You're like, hey, dude, I just want to make sure everything's okay. And, and that was cool. And I was totally cool with that. But, this kind of thing where we all know that he's Dr. Dimples too, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now you have a previous history with him too, so it's different.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's like, hey, man, I just don't, I'm out with my mom and my brother, and we're doing our thing, and
that is interesting, because and you have a lot of people that do that too.
I do. They're just like,
and a lot of times what their motives are. Sometimes, like if you had this situation, I hate doing the whole blindo thing, but it just makes me think about it. If you had the situation here where because they're checking on to see if my power's out, and I think a little bit might have a little bit to do with blindism, but I don't think much at all. With you though, if there were the situation, how many fucking people would be texting and calling you, probably going, dude, are you okay?
Well, you know what? Here's a crazy thing. Remember the time when the paramedics had to come to my office to get my assistant because she was having trouble breathing?
Yeah.
I don't know if people were coming to my office checking on me, like worked in the building, like, hey man, we heard about your assistant are you doing okay? Are you okay? It's like they're not worried about my assistant, they're worried about me.
Because you know why? Because if you don't have an assistant,
yes, how can you function without your assistant?
So assistant's like an arm for you. It's like you had a broken arm.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
How are you doing? How are you functioning without your assistant?
Or hey, even the quote unquote hurricane. Remember the hurricane thing? Everyone was fucking calling you, going, "Hey, what? You got everything you need?" And like,
oh, that bullshit. Yes, that's right. Last year when we had the weather. Oh man, hey dude, you want me to come take you to the store? yeah, that's right. Yep.
He was like, oh, did you need?
And they assume that you can't be self-sufficient. Or if I did have a problem, I could call someone and say, hey man, can you help me? Can you, I need this. I need to get to a store or whatever, But obviously I'm not reaching out going, hey man, can you help me? Can you do this for me? If I need something, I'll call you.
Yeah. And it's still nice to have though, man. I think it is something that we tend to take for granted.
It might be. Yeah.
And it's also the same thing, like anything else, like being single, like people, obviously I think psychologically humans are meant to be with somebody.
Yeah,
I think not meant, but I think psychologically we're inclined. It's part of our psychological makeup to be with somebody and to have a partner and to, that kind of thing, have kids, whatever, because part of the way of
Yeah.
But when you realize how like taking for granted when you're single, like your brother might be like, dude, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to worry about coming home and worrying if someone's in a bad mood or not, or whether I did something wrong that I have to worry about, like that I didn't know that I did, or
Right. Well, that's it. Like that's why I'm completely content doing what I do. It's just I don't feel, like I gotta, we gotta check in, we gotta do this, and it's like, oh man, I'm good.
With anybody, it's like you don't, like you might, because and that's another thing though with your family.
Yeah.
Like and the people that you really care about, you fucking see them pretty much once a week or so.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
So
it's like you check in with them, and then people, and then like your close friends, like we always check in at least once a week or so because we're doing shows and stuff like that.
Right.
And then you've got work, everybody, a lot of other things you're doing.
Yeah.
Anybody that you ever else consider. So it's like,
but I've never
Jeff
been
doesn't have that.
Like if I'm bored, I don't just let me text this person, let me call this person. That's just not what I do, man. I'm pretty self-contained. I'll find something to do. I can entertain myself, man.
Yeah, Motors doesn't have that. So.
No, he does not. He needs something happening all the time,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so it was just kind of weird. It was like, and finally I texted him. I'm like, I'm out with my mom and my brother right now. Oh, give me a call when you get a chance. And I'm just like, oh fuck. And I still haven't called him yet. I'm just because what it's it's gonna be.
Yeah. You're just kind of like, oh well, that's you'll give him a call though when you
yeah.
It's not
right
like now.
Yeah, just shit. Shit comes up or whatever, or I, get the inkling to like, what the fuck, I owe him a call, or something like that. It's not a disrespect thing. It's just, I just, because now talking on the phone, man, that it's not like being a kid where your time is infinite. Now it's like, holy fuck, I just wasted an hour on the phone with this motherfucker. You're like, this is an hour I can't get back. That's the way I look at it, at least, with anybody. So. You there, man? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, man, that's just kind of my feeling on it. What I feel about it.
What else you got, man? We've been rolling on different subjects, obviously. We haven't done this in a while. I'm kind of up caffeinated. So anything else going on your end? For me, it's just being grateful that I'm actually warm. Like I said, I'm in a grateful mood.
And your power's on.
My 2 words are being grateful.
It's funny. There's a meeting we go to. One of the meetings I go to in the first of the month or whatever, and that's her thing. She'll always say, all right, this is where we show gratitude. Does anybody want to say what they're grateful for? And you're just like, well, do we really, this goes back to what you're saying. I can be grateful for something, but do I have to advertise it?
Yes, you have to tell people how you're feeling at all times, and therefore you must go that way, man. You must. And if you're not, then you're not in touch with yourself, bro.
Apparently not.
Not in touch with your feelings, man. You got to fucking do that, dude.
Bro, I'll tell you. But yeah, man, that's pretty much my excitement that's going on. Transportation shit's pretty good. Although I did have a dumb driver. I've had her like 3 times this past week. And the first time when she got to my work, she didn't look at the damn notes to figure out where I was getting picked up. So I get the text that she had arrived, and I'm standing out there, and finally I have to send Kent a text, and I'm like, Kent, it says my ride's here, but there's no ride. And then I guess he got in touch with her, and she comes around. She goes, I didn't see on the notes where you were. And I'm like, oh, okay. I think she's from like one of the islands or somewhere, And so I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm back here. You got to look at your notes. And then the other day when she came to pick me up, we got a new gate code recently. They changed, now they're going to do that every year. They're going to change the gate code. So, so I, come out, and she's sitting outside the gate, and she's like, I can't get the gate code to work. And I'm like, all right, hold on. So I walk over because, that now there's a button we can push to just open the gate, which is great. I fucking love that. And so I come walking out, I do my thing, and I'm like, well, were you dialing the new code? She's like, yeah, I was dialing it. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why you were having trouble. Well, then I got her again later that afternoon. And I even said to her, I said, when we get to my house, we can try another crack at that gate again. And we pulled up. And sure enough, I give her the code, and it works. Amazing. But although it was kind of funny, I don't know who it was, her husband or her son or somebody called her because I could hear the phone call. It was going through her speakers. And
that's another.
Yeah, you're right, dude. Why is everybody got to have their shit on speaker for everyone to hear all the time?
Yeah, I hate fucking that. Why you fucking have your phone or really loud, like you can hear their goddamn conversation in a public place? What the fuck? No one wants to hear your fucking conversation, especially when they're arguing or some shit. Or
exactly. I'm hearing somebody. Well, this guy, he was pissed off because he was like, "What did you do to the card?" And she's like, "I didn't do anything. I didn't block you from the card." He's like, "Well,
that's unprofessional as fuck." Go ahead.
Oh, I know. And he's like, "I'm at an ATM right now and it's not working." She's like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't do anything to the card. The card should be working fine." And anyway, so it was just kind of interesting that she probably did fuck something up. It doesn't sound like she's the swiftest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, doesn't seem like it, man. But that's ridiculous, dude. When people do that, like, it's just the same thing with music. It's everyone's losing their ability to be private, man. Just have private fucking conversations, or private. Bring some headphones, or even headphones. A lot of times you can hear the fucking headphones. It's like,
oh yeah. Well, our people have music on their phone and they're just cranking the shit out of it, and you're just like, do we have to listen?
This is my music. It's fucking awesome, dude. Listen to it.
Or they'll watch YouTube videos on their phone, and you're listening to the whole bit, and you're like, why the fuck do I have to watch this shit with you?
I fucking hate it, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's because people don't have any boundaries anymore, man. It's all because they're all in their own fucking worlds, and the funny thing is, since they're listening to they're watching their shit.
You should be too.
They don't hear anybody else's. Yeah, you should be too, because hey, it's maybe it's like a attention thing, but also since they're focused on their shit and they're in their own little world, they don't hear anybody else's fucking YouTube stuff. So when people are just chilling, thinking about stuff, or just in their own heads or whatever, not on headphones or not on fucking YouTube, they get to hear everyone else's shit, and it distracts them. Like, it distracts. Because you can't focus on your own thoughts when you're hearing fucking some political rant about fucking, whatever, or some other bullshit. Yeah. Some stupid fucking person on YouTube fucking jumping off a fucking roof or something.
Yeah. Oh, the dumb pranks that they love to watch. Yeah. Some of the shit people like, I question that too. Yeah. But there was something I was going to say about that. Well, it's just interesting because, now it's become more restrictive with like, HIPAA, and there's dumb HIPAA laws and things that, because of HIPAA, you can't do this, and you can't, they can't tell you that. And it's just like, well, what? Fuck, I have a somebody in the hospital dying, and you can't tell me what the fuck's going on with them?
Yeah.
But yet, I can watch your fucking, porn that you're watching on your phone with you, in a public place. So it's just a really dumb contradiction.
Yeah.
Man.
And people cursing all the time in front of people that, like might have kids who don't want to hear that. And I know don't bring your kids to a pub. No. Some fucking respect, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Curse. Have some fucking respect.
Have some fucking respect.
Don't curse in front of the fucking kids.
But
like for instance, if anybody's listening to our show in front of kids,
you're a fucking idiot.
don't do it. Just don't put this on in front of your kids. Don't play this on your phone while you're in your car. If you are, then your kids listening. And if your kids are listening, then I'm sorry, kids. Well, you got shitty parents. So go tell them, jump out of the car right now and go to child services. Don't do that, because
that's another thing, man.
Who gives a shit?
YouTube's getting more censorified, with shit. And I'm just like, and now people are, they're bleeping out cuss words and this and that.
Dude, whatever they're doing, I've got ad block on my shit, but they've got sponsored shit all over the place now that they didn't used to have.
Oh, YouTubers are doing it. Yes.
No, not even. Oh, that's annoying too. That's fucking annoying too. Where they're like, oh, we're not corporate, and then they become corporate with their commercials. Right, they're like, they're making money.
The fucking Code Blue Cam store and buy our new, and you're just like,
with code fuck me in the asshole, and put code that.
Exactly.
Because it all becomes back to money, man. It's always comes back to that, dude. Just like, that's why advertising, we got advertising, and they get paid for it. So why not just throw to support their program, to throw some fucking thing about coffee. Coffee's the big one. Coffee fucking everywhere.
I don't know. I see a lot of things about bowel movements and fucking shaving your balls, just really disgusting shit. Like there's one where a guy goes into a barber shop and he's like, all right, we're going to manscape. I'm going to trim you right about there. I'm like, all right, this is an ad on fucking YouTube. But yet you can't have, videos where they confront child predators. Those guys are getting a lot of shit, dude. Like they're calling it cyberbullying and it's
Of
wrong.
course, because they have a perspective, dude. They're not
maps.
actually they're maps, dude.
Yeah, you can't
bully
pedos. Someone for being
grooming
a map.
fucking sicko pedos who are allowed to indulge in their sick fantasies.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
everybody has sick fantasies, you know, and everybody probably does. But here's the thing:
you don't have
acting on them. Well, yes, you do. If you don't act on them, well, then you're not being your true self.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And
so
if
kids
can get
children, fuck animals.
Yeah, if kids can take puberty blockers and know what sex they are at 12, they can suck my cock too. Well, that's not me saying that's probably going to get us fucking banned. But fuck you. I'm not saying that. I'm making a fucking disgusting joke about it, and I don't care
because
because we'll get. Oh, don't talk about that. Don't say that. Fuck it. If we get banned, who cares? Our 12 listeners will be upset for.
We'll find a new channel.
I'm throwing this on Rumble too. I've been kind of Rumble had some issues for a while, but I'm going to get this back on Rumble too. So.
Oh yeah, get us. We don't get as much engagement on Rumble though, do we? From what you said,
we don't get much engagement on Rumble. We get more here, but that's changing a little bit.
Yeah. We'll see. You know, that was funny too. We got on Facebook, you know, when I uploaded the show where we played your music.
Yeah.
And we got copyright strikes. So the audio was muted.
Yes.
On that. And I was like, whoa, shit, we're playing your music, you know?
Yeah. And that's the thing is they don't know that. And that's so they don't know because it's not. And also I think for me, it's like, hey, that's kind of cool because that means my shit's protected from some, you know, not, and you know, it's kind of cool. Like, hey, you know, but it's also kind of annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you guys should get on like TuneCore so you get paid if your shit gets played. You know what I mean?
Yes, we do. We do.
Okay. Okay.
We're all in that distro kid. So we would, if it actually gets, we would get, but it's not much.
Oh yeah, it's a few cents or something. But yeah, no, it's just funny because I remember back in the day when they said, you know, you have to say if your video's got kids in it or if it's made for kids. So I just marked everything as not made for kids, you know, so that would mean that no kids should be coming to our channel watching our shit. But yeah, they're still acting like there's still kids poking around there.
Because adults are kids, man. You're not supposed to hear certain things, dude.
Jeez,
you might do things, dude. You might.
That's true.
Yeah.
Might cause what do they call it? The power of suggestion or some dumb shit, you know, whatever. But
we'll see what happens, man. Anyway, I don't got much else. We've been rolling for a while.
Yeah, we've been a little over an hour. I think that's pretty good. We gave everybody a little something.
A little something, and
so they can enjoy
ranting and raving my caffeinated fucking.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Spit out of my brain like on the caffeine, man. I'm doing other stuff, man. It's Adderall, bro. I got the ADHD.
I gotta take the drugs to calm myself down. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, chill out and maybe I might walk today. I don't know. It's still frozen. So it's actually.
I was gonna say you can't go out walking, can you?
It's frozen outside. Yeah, so walking might be I'll break my leg and get old.
Yeah, there you go. You'll fall on some ice, man, and fuck you up. You know,
check it out, at least see how it is, because I don't know. I've been stuck in this place since Friday, so that's another thing. I'm cabin fever.
Oh, I'm sure. Like being locked in a house for a period of time.
Usually I take a walk a day or something and go outside and get some air. So I need to maybe just do that. Just go walk around to see how things are. Just
well, I feel sorry for your boys that got the power out because. Man, I remember having a power outage one morning and it fucked me. I was like, when is this shit coming back on?
Oh, they're out for fucking till at least Wednesday.
Oh God, several days with no power. That's
no heat. And so it's rough. So I'm all those people out here in this area.
Man. I feel bad for them dudes, man. Please.
Good luck to you, and I'll be checking in. Hopefully they'll be getting that on. So I'm grateful that I have power and that I can do what I'm still comfortable here.
Yeah,
I've got
amen
food.
for that, man.
I was smart to get food on Thursday, so I don't have to worry about it. So if I don't go out today, I don't have to go out.
That's cool, man. So that's cool. And, good shit. Well, you're
man.
Self-contained in there. Well,
self-contained.
On that note, by the way, I'm just to rub it in here. I'm sitting here with my windows open. It's pretty nice, like 58 degrees or something. So,
and that's going to be it's kind of the theme of this whole episode was self-contained. So that's what it's going to be called, being self-contained.
Being self-contained.
Well,
I like it. I like it. It's a lot of what we've been talking about.
Yeah, like take care of yourself, handle yourself, and take care of yourselves out there. This is the Nothing Sacred show for the 15th of January, 2024. I am Cruise Control.
I am Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's the story there.
Matches. Later.
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.